Welcome to Numbers with IK. In this video, I'll cover how to convert fractions to decimals the easy way. We'll walk through a couple of examples together, and then I'll give you a practice problem to try on your own. So, if you've ever looked at a fraction and wondered, how do I turn this into a decimal? This guide will make it simple. Let's jump right in. So, our first example is the fraction 3/8. Now, when it comes to converting fractions to decimals, the key idea to remember is this: a fraction is just a division problem. The top number, the numerator, is divided by the bottom number, the denominator. So 3/8 really means 3 divided by 8. Let's set this up using long division so we can clearly see what's happening. We place the 3 inside the division bar and the 8 outside. Now, 3 is smaller than 8, so 8 cannot go into 3 one time. That means we need to add a decimal point and a 0 to continue. So, we put a decimal point after the 3 inside the division bar and place a 0 right next to it, turning it into 30. And don't forget to put a decimal point directly above in the answer area to keep things organized. Now we ask, how many times does 8 go into 30? 8 goes into 33 times, because 3 times 8 is equal to 24. So, we write a 3 above the 0, then we subtract 30 minus 24, which gives us 6. Since 6 is still smaller than 8, we need to bring down another 0. Now we have 60. 8 goes into 67 times, because 7 times 8 is equal to 56. So, we write a 7 in the next decimal place. Now subtract 60 minus 56, which leaves us with 4. Again, we bring down another 0 to keep going. Now we have 40. 8 goes into 40 exactly 5 times. 5 times 8 is equal to 40. Subtracting gives us 0, meaning we've finished the division. So, our final decimal is 0.375. That means 3/8 is equal to 0.375. And that's our first example. Before we move to the next example, I want to point out something important. Notice how we kept things organized by adding decimal points, bringing down zeros only when needed, and subtracting carefully. Staying neat helps us avoid mistakes as we work through the problem. Now, let's try a second example, 5/4. Sometimes the numerator is bigger than the denominator, which means the decimal will be greater than 1. Let's see how that plays out. So, we set up the division. 5 goes inside the division bar and 4 stays outside. Now, how many times does 4 go into 5? It goes 1 time, because 1 times 4 is equal to 4. We write the 1 above the division bar. Now, we subtract. 5 minus 4 is equal to 1. Since 1 is smaller than 4, we add a decimal point, a 0, and continue the division. So we bring down a 0, giving us 10. Now, how many times does 4 go into 10? It goes 2 times, because 2 times 4 is equal to 8. We write a 2 after the decimal place. Now subtract 10 minus 8, which gives 2. We need another 0, so we bring it down and now we have 20. 4 goes into 25 times, because 5 times 4 is equal to 20. That subtracts down to 0, meaning we are done. So 5/4 is equal to 1.25. And that's our second example. Now, it's your turn to try a practice problem. Grab a pencil and paper if you don't have one already. Here is your practice problem. Convert 7/20 into a decimal. I'll give you 60 seconds. Feel free to pause the video if you need more time or jump ahead to the answer whenever you're ready. Go ahead and start. 60 seconds. Okay, let's go over the answer. To convert 7/20 into a decimal, we set up 7 divided by 20. Notice here that the denominator, 20, is larger than the numerator, so the decimal will be less than 1. When we divide, we get the decimal 0.35. So your final answer is 7/20 is equal to 0.35. And there you have it. That's how to convert fractions to decimals using simple long division. You take the numerator, divide it by the denominator, keep things lined up and organized, and bring down zeros as needed until the division is complete. I hope this lesson helped and made the process much clearer. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.